lesson, I'm going to show you a very simple way of adding an image and text and modifying your page that you have on your website. So perhaps you have a theme that you bought and it came with a pre-built layout and images and text, and you want to change it. So this is how you do it. Now I like to go into Live Editor here up on the menu, because then I can see what I'm editing at the same time. This is really good for people who have just acquired the website and they don't really know where everything goes. So for example, on the left you'll see boxes, which corresponds to different places on your website, on your front page. This page here is called the home page. So we are modifying the home page of your website. Right, so this box here refers to the slider images that you see here. And these boxes here refer to these three boxes here. So you can see when our cursor is on the box, everything else on the website goes transparent. And this is the only box that's up front. And on the left side, you'll see that the box has gone blue. So here I'm on this box, and the box on the right on the home page has gone red. So if I go downwards, then I'm on to the image below, and the rest of the website has gone transparent. Same with here where I am. So for example, if we want to modify something, that the text, for example, an image already in that box, we can either go into the box on the left here and click edit, all right, or click the cross to close it, or we can also go directly, okay, onto, if the box will come up here, all right. So we can click directly onto the box, and the edit option comes up for that box too. So for example, title options, so that's the name of that box. It was face-to-face classes. We can take away classes and click done, bottom right blue box. And you'll see straight away on your home page that the text has been changed to face-to-face. So if we want to change it back, we click on it, we add face-to-face classes, and the text has changed. You can also change the color of the title, and also if you want to add a description in there, you can. So, and also the link. So for example, you can add a link into that box when you click it, but for the moment we don't have a link in that box. So you can also choose an image, all right, to show in that box, and you can also choose the background color. So there are many things you can do in there. You can also click on design on the right hand side here, and the same thing, choose a background image if you want from your media library. All right, we're not going to do that in the small box over there. We're going to do in the bigger box. All right, so let's say, so now we've learned how to modify a box, a text. Let's try, for example, and change this image. Okay, so we want to change the image. We don't want the image. We say replace image, and we choose another one from your media library. Okay, so let's say we want an image like this. Okay, we can click it, and we can say add to widget, and now we have that image. All right, so now this is the link to where that image will go to if you click on it. So this is a link that I took from a page that's already been created, but I'll show you that later. Okay, so all right, let's put back the image that was there because I liked it, and that's done. Okay. Oops, we put in the image. I forgot to take away the description because that image came with a description, that the caption that I don't want. So you have to be careful that your image does not come with a caption that you don't want it to come with. You can add text below if you wanted to, but here I don't want to, and I go update, done, and you can see straight away that the image is now clean with no caption below it. Okay, so, and we won't go into looking to see how we edit the text because we saw that before. Let's see how we add a new row in between, for example. So to add a new row, you come into these 3 lines at the top here where it says add row, and you add a row in. You can decide if you want a row with 1 column, so no column, yeah, 1 whole column. And you can decide if you want more columns, okay. And if you decide you want more columns, you can decide how they're distributed in this way or in thirds. And then you can decide if you want them from left to right or right to left. So I am going to choose, so let's say another 2-layer column. I want it in thirds, and I want it from left to right. Okay, that's fine. I go insert. All right. And you'll see that you don't see anything yet because, oh, let's put update, because I haven't put anything in that row. That row is just a space. So I need to put something in that row. Okay. I want to go back into the live editing because I like to see what I'm doing at the same time. So live editor, and okay, so I have my row here, and so I have to decide what I want done in that row. So I click on that box, for example, and I add something in it. And to add something in it, I have to go to this gear icon on the top left hand of your menu where it says add widget. So I click on it. And here, widgets are just pre-built actions or things that you want to come up in your box. So there are loads of widgets that you can put in. You can put in a search box. You can put in recent posts. So for example, if you're a blog, you create posts, your most recent posts will come up there. You can put in a navigation menu, but just very simply, we want to put an image. Okay, so let's put an image. Okay, here let's go to, I think there is an image here, displays an image. Okay, no, I don't want this image because I wanted text because it's a long box. I want the image on the other side. So if you want to delete what you put in, just put delete. That's fine. Nothing happens. And then I go into this small box here and go up to widget on the top left hand corner again and add the image widget. Right. Now I've decided that in this box there will be an image. So now I have to go and add an image. So let's put in this image, for example. I like that, and add to widget. and I can link to a page. Okay, so to do that, I put done. Okay, I have the image, right? I'm going to close it, and now I'm going to go to a page, to go to a page that was previously created. So for example, I want to link it to business English, right? I click on view, and I just copy paste. The easiest way is to copy paste the address of the page up in your bar, in your search bar. Then I go back into all right, where I'm going to go back into the main menu by clicking on the logo. I go back to Live Editor. I come back to the box where I was, and I think that box doesn't have the image widget in there because I forgot to say update before I left this page. So it's very important to update it. It's like saving something before you leave the page. If not, you lose everything. So I click on the box again. I go into the gear. I add my image widget. Okay, good. I edit it. I add my image. So I wanted this image. I add to widget, bottom right hand, blue box. And I add the link that I copied in my bar. Okay, so here the link. And this link is the page that we created, that we want this image, when we click on the image, we want to be directed to this page. So now done on the bottom right, and update. Okay, so now you can have a look at the page, right? And you will see that, so this is your image. If you click on it, you go onto a page called, that was Business English. Yep, so everything works. Click on the arrow here and we go back. All right, so let's do this without viewing on Live Editor. Okay, now that we know our web page a little better. So you just saw I deleted something here that I didn't like. So I deleted the widget in the box. Now I want to delete the whole row. So I'm just going to delete the row here. Are you sure? Yes. And that row disappears. Okay, so now here we added, okay, theme link business English, right? The image, okay, on the right. You see, even I'm not sure when I'm not in Live Editor where I am in the page, so that's why I like to go into Live Editor to see what I am editing. All right, so okay, Live Editor. And we were editing this row. Yeah, okay, so I've added the image, which is this one, right? And now I have to add something into this space, because if not, there's nothing here. So let's just add another widget. Okay, and we can add in, for example, some text. Okay, but a text with a link. So all right, so let's put in there. Okay, oh dear, I think Yes, I did add the text and the link. Maybe I wasn't in the right, yes, okay. I wasn't in the right box, so you have to be careful. All right, when you add, so I don't think I added it here. Nope, that's fine. Okay, so I edited here. I'm here now. We know here. Okay, we know we're here because this lights up on the menu and everything else is transparent. Okay, so we go into edit, and then here we can put in a title, for example, specialist training. Okay, and the link, so I think I wanted to go to the same link as my page beforehand. All right, and here you will write something that will describe what the image corresponds to, or just an excerpt of what you can find on that page. So okay, so done, bottom right, and you'll see straight away specialist English training and the image. And don't forget to click on update. All right, and then when you view your page on the front end, you'll see that all the changes you made have been put in place. All right, now if you decide that you don't like what you just created, it's very easy. All right, we're back into our live editor to make sure that you don't delete the wrong row. So make sure that, for example, that you click on it. Okay, all right, so I'm down here, specialist English training. You see the rest of the page is in transparent and only this has come up. All right, so we're in the right row. Okay, we don't want this row anymore. All we do is click on the spanner and say delete row. Okay, are you sure? Yes. There's another very easy thing that we can do also. For example, we decide that we like this row very much. So, and we just want to duplicate it. We don't want to create the whole row again. So we just say duplicate row. And then we have the exact row with the exact layout and image. And all we have to do now is just go into it, click on it. Oh, I just duplicated it again. As you can see, delete it. You can also just duplicate that widget. All right, if you don't want the image, for example. All right, so we're going to delete it. Okay, and then we just go in and edit the text and edit the image, and we have a whole new row with very little work. So we don't want that. We'll delete the row. Are you sure? And that's it. So now let me show you another easy way of modifying a pre-made box, for example. So we're here, okay, blah blah blah, test your English. Just go into that box and edit it as we've learned how to do. Now here is a custom content, okay, and you're saying, whoa, that's code and I don't know code, but that's really easy. If you want to keep the same layout, just look at the words that correspond to the words here in between these arrows that correspond to the text here. So for example, we see blah 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 and blah blah blah. All right, so blah 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 is here. We go and edit it and we see blah 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 and blah blah blah. Okay, So we just go in and say, you know, what level are you? For example, we press done at the bottom right, and you'll see straight away, what level are you? Test your English. So we modified that straight away. The same thing, you can modify the text here. Just go into it, edit, and then you will see create your free account now. So you can edit the text here, but don't change anything around it because that's code. You just want to change the text in the code. And that's just a lesson, a simple lesson on how to create a text and image on your homepage.